I feel that the mum can sit down and read the story to the young. The child gets something from it too, because they get that time with mum. They get that connection and that bonding time during the reading. But the mum reading the words, for example, that's her time to take in the message and believe it too.
Yeah, powerful. Hello and welcome to another Parousia podcast. And if you're wondering, where are we? We are in a new place. It's for the first time. This will be in this new studio, new office as well. The Parousia headquarters have now moved to Arcadia. We have officially left Castle Hill, and that's end of an era. We've been there for 5 years now, and we've moved to Arcadia. And so I'm Charbel, your host, and excited to have with me an Australian author, a children's author. So she's a wife, mother, and now a children's author of these two books. And we're going to be talking about them now. Her name is Melissa Shiberras, and she joins me in Sydney. Melissa, how are you going?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we did have Matt Fradd here a while ago in an empty room, but now you are the first guest in a full room. So it's a very full room. We have our full setup in here, and we're still cleaning up and tidying up. But welcome to our brand new headquarters.
Thank you.
Yeah,
lovely to be here.
Now, you are not based in Sydney. You've travelled from interstate.
Yes.
Aubrey.
Well, still Aubrey. Well,
Yes.
still New South Wales,
Yes.
but it was a 6-hour drive. So, with the family, but it's been lovely.
Yeah, it was a great effort. Thank you for coming. We've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yes.
And so I'm glad that we finally can do this. Congratulations. These are fantastic work, these storybooks. And we're going to dive into both of them. I know just quickly, for those who want to know, Next to Me was the first book that you completed.
Yes.
This was last year, or a year and a half?
2023 now.
23,
Yeah, we
yeah.
had it ready for Christmas, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. So it was the end of 2023. And then more recently, You Are Worthy.
Yes.
And this is a letter to your mum, or a perspective from your child. So beautiful. We're going to unpack both. Before we dive into them, can we learn a little bit about the author? So who's Melissa, and a bit about your faith journey and what inspired you to even get to this point?
Yeah. So I'm a wife. I'm married to my husband Matthew, and we have 3 beautiful children. They're 3 boys, so life is full and big.
How old are they?
So we've got 21-month-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6.5-year-old.
Wow. Yes, life is busy.
Yes, life is busy. We're in that, I think you say, the trenches at the moment. So, but it's wonderful. Who am I?
Yeah.
Well,
were you a cradle Catholic? Are you
I'm a cradle Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was brought up, we went to mass. That was life. I did, I feel like people who have come to the church know way more than I do. I still don't know nothing. But I think like the mystery of the liturgy is beautiful. And just how our children respond to the mass. Like we have Gregorian chant down the hallway daily.
Beautiful.
And just we were walking through Sydney yesterday going to a train station, and we had one of our sons singing Alleluia all the way, and then Regina Celli. So
Awesome.
it was just like, oh, look at our little pilgrimage here through the city. But yeah, like what we experience and what we show our family is beautiful and rich. But I feel like I probably didn't have that experience, but seeing my children live it out and ask questions about the faith is enriching, I suppose, my learning as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Or I say, ask Dad.
Were you in Melbourne growing up? I
was born in Benalla, so country Victoria.
Okay.
And then I call Bendigo home because that was the longest place I lived.
Okay.
And I did most of my high school there. And then I did youth ministry as well. So I did about 3 years of youth ministry.
For the diocese there?
2 years for the diocese and 1 for my high school.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
I was lucky enough to, create retreats or organise the retreats and the masses for the whole school. So it was about 2,000 students.
Oh.
So it was a wonderful experience. That's what I really wanted to do. Like that's what I knew I wanted to do after year 12. But it was only 1 year. So then someone planted the seed for youth ministry, which I was like, no, I'm going to uni. I'm going to uni. But then that seed just kept stirring. And I applied and I got it. And it was a wonderful 2 years. It was a hard 2 years. I think in youth ministry for me, it led to burnout, but I did love what I did. And my goal there was to, if I could inspire one person, I would have done my job. So, and I was there for 2 years, and I probably would have inspired maybe more than one, but that was my goal, as long as one person was enriched and could find Christ. So.
And in that role, did you work with a friend of ours, Father Rob Galea?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Was he in that same team?
Yes,
in the diocese for that time?
Yep. So we were running Stronger. So his outreach event at the time, or mission. So I think I don't know where Stronger is now in his ministry, but back in a while ago, a decade ago, it was quite prominent around the Sandhurst diocese.
He is really becoming a name in Australia, isn't he? And is become a bit of a global sensation now. I was just in Brazil with him, and he was very popular. Over 100,000 people there. He was very popular, and he's been going all over the place doing different form concerts, speaking tours. Music is in schools, is in parishes. He's everywhere at the moment, so it's doing great work. And yeah, especially in the last 10 years, I mean, he's really expanded even further.
Probably,
which is great to see. Now, you then, how long after that did you get married? So were you?
So I was in the youth ministry bracket for 3 years, and then I went to university and I did speech pathology. So it was a double degree, but Masters of Speech Pathology and Health Sciences. So I did that for the 4 years, and then I was to finish that and then get married. So I never made it through my final placement, and I had to accept that and finish 6 months into being married. So it was wonderful to finish a chapter as well, almost finish a chapter of uni, and then become husband and wife. So
Did you did you get married? Were you in Bendigo this whole time during this?
Yeah, so I studied in Bendigo. The last year my placements took me to Melbourne, to Hamilton and Victoria, and so forth. So it was quite a travelling year. And then when we got married in Bendigo at the Sacred Heart Cathedral, and then we moved to Melbourne, where we had a house there. So
early years of marriage was in Melbourne. How many years?
Oh, I think it was about 4 years before we moved to Albury. So we've been in Albury for 3.5 years now. So
so you had a couple of children?
So we've
just
had
doing the maths.
Don't ask me maths. So we had our first and second in Melbourne.
What took you to Albury?
Well, it was a very challenging time in metropolitan Melbourne with the COVID situation and so forth.
The most lockdown city.
Yes. It was quite a challenge for the family, and I suppose how Matt and I responded, and do we have an occupation and so forth like that. So we decided to move and uproot everything away from family, to go to somewhere where we knew absolutely no one.
Wow.
We knew that there was a good Catholic independent school, just by pure knowledge of myself back in youth ministry, and that was kind of the basics.
Wow.
So we took the dive and we went, and it's been the best thing that we've ever done. So
it has become, as far as Catholic communities go, like Albury has become a bit of a hub of some good. The practicing rate must be higher than most places in Australia, but just every time I go there, I'm just amazed how many committed Catholics there are just among the different networks that we go, and the school certainly has been an attraction. And it's been both families that go to the school, MacKillop School, and even homeschoolers.
Yes, there's
there's
a big
been a
homeschooling
growing community there. So that's been wonderful to see. And how important is that you've now made the other Catholic friends, and how important is that to family life and for kids and growing with friendships?
I feel like our network, our family connections are Catholic families, and we haven't ventured from that. And I think that's a great witness also for the kids. But I think there's a funny saying that my husband uses from Seinfeld: "You don't make friends over 30." So we're still trying that. No, but you do. You have to really get out there. Like if you move. I took the kids to all the play groups every week. I was participating in everything that I could because I was like, I need friends. I want us to have friends and to feel like we belong here as well. I've got a beautiful little group of people, and we range in our ages, but it's lovely. It's really lovely. We can support each other when we need, and it's wonderful for the kids.
It is difficult. I mean, you're starting again after just planting roots in Melbourne, and then get uprooting and then starting again. That can be a difficult thing, but you made it. You're making it work. It's home at the moment, and thanks be to God. It's, for those who don't know, because we have an international audience, it's about 3 hours from Melbourne, so it's on the New South Wales side.
Yes,
but it's closer to Melbourne than it is to Sydney.
Correct.
But it's a growing town.
Yes.
Great. Well, let's. What inspired then this first book? Next to Me. You wrote this. So how long was this in the making, and what sort of sparked the idea? And then we'll go in.
Well, this one is technically the second one that I wrote, but it's the first one that we published. That we released, because I really wanted to, learn the process, perfect the process, so that I know how to do the next one. But this one came about, I was probably feeling a bit low, and I typed away a story and I sent it to my editor, and she was like, "Oh, Melissa, that's pretty dark." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So she just prompted a little more positivity side of things, and that was for Jesus to come be with us in those moments. That's kind of where Next to Me was born from. But we've journeyed with an occupational therapist for the last 3 years, needing support for emotional regulation within our family, for some of our little people. And I feel like this book kind of touches on that emotional intelligence component of understanding our emotions, but also bringing not just a secular view of we're angry, we're sad, but actually bringing Jesus into those moments, because we can have a positive emotion or a negative feeling, but Jesus can be with us at each of those times, at all times. And I think it was a great way to teach our little people, our children, that when we're feeling angry, Jesus can be with us and help us navigate that feeling and that experience. And when we're feeling alone, once again, we can invite Jesus on our first day of school, like he's with us. And then, in the playground, like I'm watching down, looking at children, but no one's playing with me, Jesus can be with us. So, that's kind of where this book came from, that emotional intelligence component.
Yeah, okay. So tell us a bit about then the story. It's illustrated by Olivia.
Yes.
Is it Inez?
I think it's Inez.
Inez.
Yeah.
Okay. Inez. Okay. So, very colourful, and it starts, for those who want to just sort of paint a picture here. You've got the opening page the book belongs to, so you can dedicate it to someone.
Yeah.
And then away you go. I wonder if you can journey us a bit about some of the examples in here.
Yeah. So, when we were, I suppose, collating with Olivia, I had some clear visions of what I wanted some of the pictures to look like. There was other times where she had quite clear direction of, oh, what about this, so forth. And then others we had to, brainstorm it and break open. But like, for example, when I feel happy, so like I'm a speech pathologist. I love bubbles. Okay. I'm a pediatric speech pathologist. Bubbles are our friends. And I love playing bubbles with the children. So, this is what brought happiness in that moment. So having an image like that kind of, brings forth our family, but brings forth my occupation, and what brings a lot of joy to the kids that I work with. So today I feel happy, and when I feel happy, Jesus, can you be with me? So, just a positive experience.
Yes. Okay. A good opening. And then you go through different emotions throughout.
Yeah.
Let's get a little taste here, what people can see.
Yeah. So we've got today when I feel alone. So we've got a park scene where the little girl's like removed from the group and wants to join in, but kind of feels like would need a little bit more direction or inviting, essentially, to come and join. Whereas she is feeling alone because she really wants to join in, but she just might not have that capacity or that the vocabulary or anything to actually initiate that connection with those children.
And then she asks the question, Jesus, can you be with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And through the book also, I've got Jesus, where are you today? And it's a little bit of a question, not to go, where are you? I can't see you. Where are you? But it was just like, where are you today? Like, can you be with me?
Yes.
Yeah. So
we know he's somewhere.
Yes.
He knows everywhere, but where can I see you today?
Yes. Yeah.
You've got that repeated throughout the story.
Yeah.
And so then you've got different contexts that you do. And so we've got the daytime, we've got a nighttime in this thing.
Yeah.
So when I like that one. I feel afraid. When I feel afraid, Jesus, can you be with me? Very simple.
Yeah.
But it's a good little reminder for children. If you are lonely or afraid, just call on Jesus.
Yes.
He'll be with you.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I feel like this image is quite prominent at the time when we were doing the book, of our children being scared of the dark. So those kind of themes come forward from the illustrations of what was the time of our life as well, and what was prominent.
I love that. And then as it goes through, and we won't read the whole story, but one day I'd love to have that read, and maybe we can animate it. I don't know, Anthony, I think this would be great in an animation, but reading through, skipping ahead. Finally, Jesus, this is a beautiful scene here where Jesus is there. Today I sit with you when I feel, and you've got all these different emotions: grateful, frustrated, joyful, angry, happy, sad, lonely, afraid, shy, loved, nervous, excited, worried.
Yeah.
And then, and it's this confidence. The child is now confident that Jesus is there. Did you want to, because that's not the end of the story.
No,
so
it's not. Yeah.
Why was this, it feels like that's a great way to end. Why is that not the end?
So, good question.
That features about midway, just past.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I actually like what you just said. We probably could have ended the book here, because it does, bring the whole story together. That we will, if we look for you with our whole heart, I will find you. And so we do know that Jesus is everywhere. Jesus is with us, and I think this is quite a tangible illustration as well of sitting on the park bench with the child, and Jesus is with us. But I also wanted to break open the next door, that Jesus is with us in the monstrance, present with us in the Holy Eucharist. So then we've got we can kneel in his presence and be present with him. And I also feel that not everyone would know this part.
Yeah, yeah.
as well.
Introduce a good, solid Catholic tradition
Yes,
to have
yeah, yeah,
adoration in front of the Blessed Sacrament.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's great.
and I do feel that, like, in writing, my audience was clear. Like, in my head, like, I wanted to put the Catholic, the feel in my writing. So in finishing on the previous page, we could have been a wonderful Christian book.
Yes.
But we have gone that step further into bringing Jesus present with us.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful touch. And then it wraps up towards the end. In your presence, I feel peace. In your presence, I find rest. And in your presence, I find comfort. In your presence, I know you are with me. In your presence, I know you will never leave me. And then walking along in a path in the sunset.
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful. And you've got some Australian plants there as well, which is great.
Yeah.
The Australian touch. Yeah, beautiful. Endorsed by quite a few people. Dr. Andrew Mullins, good friend of ours as well,
Yes.
author of Parenting for Character. Sister Mary Sarah, Dominican sister of Saint Cecilia. Paula and Brenda Summit. These are parents and educators. Father Marcus Goulding from the Archdiocese of Melbourne, and then Matt Fradd himself from Pints with Aquinas. And I remember handing this to him when he came to Australia on the trip before last, and he was happy to see that and endorse it. So that was great.
And then I got to meet him this
That's
year.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And you made the connection.
Yes, he did a little like eyes glittered. Yeah,
Fantastic.
Remembered.
So, and would you say what age range would this be for?
I kind of feel like it's the more younger years, up to 5 or 6, as they're navigating big emotions. Because we can be happy, sad, all within 3 seconds of putting on shoes or tying up shoelaces. So I think, or experiencing school for the first time. So I feel like those younger years, I think, would be
right up to
valuable.
Probably, your first confession, in that sort of space.
Yeah.
So first 7-8 years of your life.
Yeah.
And a great one for parents to read to their children.
And I also feel that you can, if your child is experiencing one of those emotions at the time, you don't have to sit and read the whole book. You can just go to the page and reflect on it, ask Jesus to be with you, but you've got a visual kind of representation in front of you at that time. So, for example, like the angry and the frustrated, that kind of came about, a sibling might have knocked over some blocks. And now I was really frustrated, but now I'm angry. Okay. So like they're lived experiences.
Yes.
So you can sit with this page even and ask Jesus to be with us, and they can see that and navigate that with parental guidance.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a simple thing, but it's such a powerful thing that no matter what we're going through, whether good or bad, happy or sad, call on Jesus to be with you in those times, and that could be a good way of resolving or comforting you in those times, and that's a good habit to get into for the rest of your life.
Yes, true.
It's a reminder for adults.
Yeah,
if you're frustrated, don't act on that frustration. Just call on Jesus.
Yes,
and such a simple thing, yet something we could easily forget, and be careful not to use other sort of things and create bad habits or bad things that might lead into other temptations. But that's a great little habit to get into at a young age. So no, congratulations. You've got as articles. I think there was a journal article on this. You were interviewed by, was it a newspaper or something recently? I saw something online
the
about
Wagga
this.
one.
Yes,
Emily Shaw. Yes, So she's written a press release for it, and the Catholic newspaper for the Wagga diocese together. It was an article in there.
Yeah, excellent. And so far, now that it's been out, we've sort of had the soft launch, if you like.
Yes.
How has the feedback been? Have you received any feedback from anyone else?
Quite a few people have really enjoyed the illustrations, how relatable they are, but how beautiful they are as well. So Olivia's done an amazing amazing job there. And she's very talented, actually. And I love the feedback when parents just, send me a message or contact me and say, oh, I was sitting at the dinner table and I was so stressed and worried. And then my little one said, oh, Mum, you don't have to be worried. Ask Jesus to be with you.
Oh, wow.
And this is like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. So it's amazing that it's being used in the home, but also the children are responding and picking up on, mum or dad's worries and anxieties and say, no, stop, you don't need to. Just ask Jesus.
Job well done.
Yeah,
When you planted that seed in them, then they can remind you.
Yes.
Children are very good at that.
They are.
Well, congratulations. So next to me, this is great. It is available at our website, parousiamedia.com, in paperback. And we have an announcement at the end about another version of it. But I'll leave that there. What about this one? Now, moving on to You Are Worthy, a letter to my mum, a perspective from your child. Now, you hinted at the start that, in fact, this was the first one you've written, not the other one. So,
yes.
But this is one that's been most recent.
Yes.
Just released.
That's right.
So tell us a bit about how this came about.
This was written in a moment. I was probably in desperation. I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel worthy to be called mum. I was in a rough place, you could say. And in being in those thoughts consumed the way I lived, the way I thought, the way I acted. And so in a moment of desperation, I truly felt Our Lady hugged me like a physical embrace. And she said, you were worthy to be a mum. So
it was after the first child? Were you
yes, I was actually pregnant with our second one.
Okay.
So yeah, and in that moment, I literally just got a piece of paper and started writing. After that warmth and that touch, and the words came. So from handwritten on maybe a envelope or something, to what it is now, it probably didn't change too much. But it was just meant to be
special. To have that encounter, almost that experience with Our Lady.
Yes.
Not everyone gets to have these types of experiences, so that's beautiful. I imagine many mums can be overwhelmed, especially you've had the first and then having number two on, not yet born, you're pregnant, still trying to bring up a young child, and it can be very difficult. Any advice to other mums, about that before we get into this story? But who I guess you don't get a manual. You sort of got to learn yourself, and then it's not just the parenting; it's actually just being in those early years, those days. It's busy, it's full on. Little gaps in the day, and just when you think baby goes to sleep, and then you can catch up on other things, but by the time you catch up on those things, baby wakes up, and you don't actually get to sleep. So learning about, okay, should I be sleeping when the baby sleeps? All that sort of stuff.
They say that. I don't know if it's practical.
There's different theories, different styles, but it's whatever that family decides it's going to work best for them with their baby. Some want to try have a regular routine, trying to get around and have their the 3-hour cycle and be on there. But it's different. It's not the same.
I think every family needs to survive.
Just get through that.
But, if it works, let it happen. Because it is hard and there is no manual. And each child is different as well. So one thing that you did with your first, it might not work with your third, or whatever it is. So
And so once baby 2 was born, did you have those? So you had that encounter with Our Lady, it sounds like, before baby 2 came out, which is special because so I guess were more ready then by number 2, in that sense that having that little encounter, and now you've been through this before, you know what the process is. It's definitely busier, but is it a little bit more less daunting or less
I think we
frightening, or the unknown is not as much?
in for number 2, it was COVID time, so it was
Okay.
like
you had other issues as well.
there were so many
Yeah.
other things. But when we welcomed our third, some people say that the third is like
Most difficult.
the most difficult. It was a dream.
Okay.
Like the
There
first
you go.
3 months was a dream. It was really lovely. Sleep can still improve
Yes.
now, but overall, I feel like the question that you just asked before, were you prepared for 2? I think 3 was
Okay.
where maybe I had my life together.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What I wanted to do, or
Because most people might stop at 2.
Yes.
And then they don't get to experience. Hang on, actually, it doesn't get worse.
Yeah.
And then 3 for most, it's even more difficult. But then I would say if you can get past 3, they don't get any harder. So as hard as 3 years, it doesn't get harder and harder and harder. It's actually sort of, it just all feels the same.
Yeah. Life is already chaotic. Why not?
Yes. I do. I mean, I remember having the first child, and I remember thinking those sleepless nights were tough.
Yeah.
And thinking, I got to go to work, and so for both the father and mother, it's very difficult. I remember Christine going through. It just felt like round the clock. It was just so difficult. I'm thinking, surely, like billions of people have survived. They've gotten through this stage.
Yes. Yeah.
And that thought came to me. Billions of people have lived past this stage.
It's not just us.
Yeah, we're not alone. And
Yeah.
that thought, okay, all right, okay, others have been through this. It's going to be okay. And you just make it work. You survive off that broken sleep, and if any, and that's just part of life. And
it's only a season.
And it is.
Yeah.
It's only.
Yeah.
We certainly. I mean, very recently, but with a few kids now, but 9 kids in total. But sometimes it's the toddlers that want to get back out of their beds and come back, and it's the younger ones that sleep all night. It's a very different dynamic. But, it's interesting. But is there anything more you could say on that? Because that did that inspiration to write down what we're about to go through. That would have been a healing process, I guess, or
and this really is to fill Mum's tank.
Yeah,
that when she's depleted, or when she is at a low moment, this really can build her back up.
Yeah.
Because life is demanding. Raising children is demanding. Maintaining a home, clothes, washing food. Like there's a lot to do. And this really can, fill Mum's tank.
Yeah. Okay. That's very well said. So is this then a book for mums to read? How would you describe
Well,
this?
It's still a children's book. So I feel that the mum can sit down and read the story to the young little one. The child gets something from it too, because they get that time with mum. They get that connection, and that bonding time during the reading. But the mum reading the words, for example, that's her time to take in the message and believe it too.
Yeah, powerful. We need to support mums, and need to make sure that, it's such a beautiful vocation, motherhood. And I think as much support we can, the better we can have good, stable, solid families in the future. Tell us the opening. Now, these people look familiar when I look closely.
Yeah.
Based on a certain family?
Yes, this is our family. So the opening page is, "Dearest mother, you are worthy. You are worthy to be my mother."
Yeah, got a photo. For those who can't see closely.
Yeah. So this is when we were...
But her husband was around earlier, and the children are playing. But...
Yeah. So Olivia, the illustrator, she asked for photos. So I gave her multiple, and one happened to be the ultrasound photo of our third. And she's put it in there. But it's funny now that it's been so long. Like, we've got a 21-month-old running around, and and when someone says, "Oh, that's our third," and it's like, yeah, it is actually.
So that 21-month-old is actually featured here. In the
in the ultrasound.
Yeah, in the ultrasound.
Yeah.
Love it. If we can just, let's give people a taste of what to expect. It's a beautiful, just beautiful opening, the way it flows. So just, if you don't mind reading a few pages for us.
You gave me life. You brought me into this world. You enabled me to grow. You are worthy. You feed me. You bathe me. You clothe me. You are worthy. You give me stability. You provide me shelter. You protect me. You are worthy. You play with me. You explore with me. You help me experience the world. You are worthy. You know my tears. You embrace me when I fall. You understand my pain. You are worthy.
And it keeps going.
And it keeps
it's
going.
beautiful. Love to get that. Yeah, we'll have to get that, Anthony, a bit later. Let's go straight to the end now. I love this image of Our Lady. So it continues on, and then you go, explain this one towards the end. This is a grotto of Mary. Could we maybe read through this and then tell us? This is the Catholic touch here.
Yeah. So when you are faced with challenges or doubt your worthiness, bring us both to Mother Mary. We will be sheltered under her protection. We will be strengthened through her prayers. We will be led by her Spirit. And then we've got 3 prayers that you can conclude with. They've got some beautiful illustrations to go, but you don't have to read them all. You can just choose one.
Yes.
But I just think it's a great way to close the book in prayer.
Yeah, that's a great touch. Hail Mary, the Memorare, and then the Hail Holy Queen, all points to Our Lady, our true mother. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is endorsed by Kimberly Hahn. So that's fantastic. Emily Shaw, Virtue Ministry, and then Tara Shiberras. Is that a relative?
No, she's a wonderful friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Monica Elia, and then Christine Rach. Elias.
Elias, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then my wife.
Yes.
Chris.
Yeah.
So that was great. You got quite a few mums there involved, and yeah, beautiful. I love the touch. It's an encouragement to the mother who's reading it to their child.
Yes.
But it's a reminder. Yeah, I do those things. I'm responsible for those things, and the child can then be appreciative. Beautiful Mother's Day gift.
Yes.
But anytime. Don't have to wait for that.
I think even if you're thinking of a mum who might be, have a newborn or maybe in a little challenging patch, I think this book would be wonderful as a gift for them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of you, or whatever it is, just to let them know that they are special and they have a beautiful role as a mother, and that they are so worthy and loved by God, and they're precious. This is the ministry that they've been given.
Yes.
And they do need to be filled up.
Yeah. Amen.
Do need
Such
to
a
feel
good
worthy.
thing. Again, age range, is it similar to Next to Me, would you say, or could that be right even further?
It could go further.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always find it hard to refine the age.
Yeah.
And I know that's probably not good for selling a book, but I do. I think optimistically, like, let's go beyond.
It's a bit more than just a few years. I think so. We've got a wide range, and I've read both to the children. I think right up to 12. I think they're interested and following on, and it's up to the parent too to sort of use it as a platform. You can pause, turn it into a bit of a discussion at any point. Not just read it straight through. And that's why these are nice and the images are there.
Wouldn't it be beautiful as your 12-year-old reads it to the mum?
Yeah, that's
so,
just a great little tip.
Once a little reader.
So once you have children, read that. That's a good one. Read that to your mum. I highly recommend it. Maybe even husbands read it to their wives if they've got children. Congratulations. So that's out now too. So both available in paperback.
Yeah.
Both are now on our website, parousiamedia.com. But a little announcement. After releasing them in paperback, realised these would be really nice to have them in hardback. So we have samples soon, should be arriving very soon, or by the time this is released, we should have them available.
Yeah.
But hardback versions as well.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so
You got some coming.
both in paperback and hardback, and I really love the hardback.
Yes. Makes it
they'll
feel
last
more
forever.
tangible. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So very exciting. It's a good size, and even a good length as well. The story it's not like it's not too short, it's not too long. It's a good. You want something that's gonna hit that spot if it's a bedtime reading or it's something that is going to keep them focused for a while. But it doesn't drag on, but it also isn't too short. Like it's a really well done. So I think a bit of thought's gone into even the length. So thank you for doing that. What do you hope, I guess, the impact these stories will have? So both Next to Me and You Are Worthy, what would you like to see? As you said earlier, you like to inspire, if you inspired one person, right?
Yeah.
In what way do you want to inspire children and mothers?
For children, I think this one would be perfect in all our schools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's reach goals. Let's go the world.
Yes.
If it's a Catholic school or so forth, like this is in every classroom.
Mm-hmm.
They have access to it. This, we might be able to, feel Jesus with us at school and learn that. But is it at home as well? So to let children know that Jesus is with us, I think is paramount. Yes. Because that might be their only touch that they do get of the faith is within the school environment. Yes. So I would love this one to go far and beyond.
And it is internationally available. So anywhere in the world, they go to our website, they can get it anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So that's
and we've got some wonderful posters coming soon too. So hopefully we can get those into the school just to highlight that Jesus is with us and so forth.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
And for mothers, I just like to touch their little heart and let them know that they are worthy. They're doing an amazing job. They might not feel it at the times of the trials and the tribulations, but they really are precious and they are so loved and they are really worthy to be called mum.
It is a powerful vocation. And one not to be underestimated, and one not to be, what would I say, dismissed. Which unfortunately sometimes society has done that, pushed it away. Motherhood is an amazing vocation, and without mothers there with the children, where does the future lie? So I think it's great. Embrace it, live it, and let's really inspire, help, and encourage mothers around there to really embrace their vocation, their calling, because the heart, being the heart of that home and that the family, it is powerful, and we need it. We need it. Children, they need that mother to feel safe, to feel comfort, to feel stable, and but of course we always have our mother in heaven as well, so we never forget her, Our Lady Mary. And I love how you've included both our Lord in the first one through the Blessed Sacrament and Our Lady in the second one, and with the prayer. So very nice touch, and that's what got me excited. This is for an audience that even in a Catholic setting, and even a non-Catholic will see it, maybe even ask the question, what are these about, and to learn more. And you sort of sprinkle it there in the end.
Yeah.
Very good. Any projects in the pipeline? Have you got any ideas or inspirations?
The goal is to have a father version of this, to let the dad know how special they are to the lives of the children and the family. And I've got another one for the children, like God's love letter to the children.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's exciting. We'll stay tuned for that. Looking forward to that. Any final words here as we wrap up? Like I said, available now worldwide, Australia, New Zealand, around the world, America, Europe. We can get these out there now, both paperback and hardback available, parousiamedia.com. But any final words before we sign off here?
I just thank you for the opportunity to saying yes to publishing these books as well.
My pleasure.
No, it's really, really special that we can get these words out and to have them in people's homes to inspire the children and inspire the mothers. So thank you
Awesome.
for saying yes.
Absolutely. We're excited to see this get out there. So thank you. And all the best. I know we've got coming up, EWTN will be interviewing on Bookmark and others. So word will spread and word will get out that these are now available.
Yes.
So very exciting. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Charbel.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. I hope you get a copy. Get one of each. Get them both for your children, for the mothers out there. So husbands, get one for your wife. Children, get one for your mother. But beautiful illustrations, very easy to read, and a nice touch. So I hope you're inspired. I hope you've been inspired in a little way by this podcast today. Don't forget, get on our website, follow the links. Anyone in the world, right there, we'll put the descriptions below, the links below, and get a copy today. But also, if you like this content and everything else we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, share these videos. We want to get to as many people as possible. And thank you to all of you who have been engaged in the content that we're putting out there. It really encourages us to know what to put out next. So thank you. And we're going to be continuing to do this and growing the content more and more this year in 2025 and beyond. So thanks again. And I'm Charbel from our new headquarters here in Arcadia, in Northwest Sydney. Until next time, God bless.